For months, he had to endure adversities in his quest to enroll in Achimota School. However, Tyrone Marhguy defied the odds to score straight A's in this year's West Africa Secondary Senior High School examination, the WASSCE, arguably justifying the adage that do not judge a book by its cover. George Queening has more.
In 2021, Ghana was gripped by the story of Tyrone Marhguy, then JHS graduate, who sought to enroll in Achimota School. At the time, the authorities declined to offer him admission due to his dreadlocks. Subsequently, the case was filed at the court as Tyrone successfully got enrolled into one of the enviable grade A institutions.
If I let myself down, it means I've let everyone down. It would be perfect to score 8 A's, and it's science. I've scored 6 in BC before, so it's like the same set of exams that they've been split over the WASSCE, even though it will be tougher. But once I know, if I try harder, learn my books and do the right and necessary things, it's 8 A's for Ghana.
I joined him and his father as Tyrone reported to school on June 4, 2021. He even took his end-of-term examination same day after his admission processes as he missed classes pursuing his legal battles. He joined the school's maths and science quiz team in 2022 due to his academic prowess. After 3 years in senior high school, the journey, he admits to me, was very daunting but worth it. On Monday, December 18, when WAEC released the provisional results of this year's WASSCE, it was all joy for Tyrone Marhguy. He did not this year's WASSCE. This was his father's advice to him in 2021.
Now the whole world is, waiting on him to see what he's going to do, so he should not disappoint the people. Because sometimes, like when we were in school, there were times that somebody who was not very good suddenly was very good. And people who were very good suddenly were not good. So it's something that you can drift from where you are now, and then people will be disappointed. So he should give his uttermost best.
For Tyrone, his life has been like a movie, with the main cast being himself understanding the assignment.
It was just, arranging and stuff were just, when I just think about it, I'm like, millions of people read that WASSCE, thousands of students read the WASSCE, and 8 A's, yes, you could have gotten 8 A's, but what if you didn't? You could have gotten, your paper, something could have happened. It's so easy to not have gotten 8 A's, but then I did. So sometimes, I feel like it's a script. Anyway, we've acted, so it's nice. It wasn't kind of intentional entirely, but at some point too, it was running through my head. Now, what do you have to show? You said you can do it, and so do it.
He aspires to be an engineer in future.
Not too sure in the computer, or electrical, sound, or anything, but it's engineering.
Another remarkable feat is his SAT result, which can advance his education into any Ivy League institution.
Honestly, I'm keeping my options open, but then once I've taken the SAT, I know what follows after taking the SAT. So with the SAT, I'm trying to work with the SAT, both the SAT and then the WASSCE, so to see which option works best. But I have a feeling the SAT will probably take over at some point.
One thing is clear, Tyrone Marhguy does not struggle with his studies.
It's more like the moral of the story, because sometimes I think about everything. I'm like, being able to be at Achimota School and the relations that followed, it wasn't as if it was two enemies meeting. It was actually far from that. But then again, the story was written, so I just think it's about the moral of the story and not merely the characters.
Do it like your whole life depends on it. These are the words of Tyrone Marhguy to any student or individual in the fix as to how to go about life amid their current predicament. Indeed, this is a story of shared determination and resilience. George Quenin, TV3 News, Accra.